I mean, pressure, if you don't have the results, especially in Champions League, which is, of course, really hard because of the opposition, I think the best thing is to get a good result. And that's also for us tomorrow what we want to achieve in a difficult, stadium against a really good team. But, I think to get confidence, you have to have a good performance and of course, something positive out of the game.
Do you worry because of the form Napoli are in that's the wrong team to face to try and get that confidence building?
Well, it can be, of course, it's a team who are, I think, won the last 11 games against a really tough opposition as well in Champions League, but also in Serie A. So it's, it's for us, it's we know the opposition, we know they have quality, but it's also a chance for us to have a good performance against a really good team like we did at home.
Scott, on Saturday after the match, James Tavernier spoke to the media and he said that although there's a lot of talk about the manager, the players have got to take a lot of responsibility for the way that results and performance have been going. How do you, in the dressing room, how do you guys in the senior pros in the dressing room get the squad together and kind of help them to try and improve?
Yeah, he's absolutely right. I think it's human nature to know when you're not doing well anyway. I think performances and results kind of speak for themselves. I think we've not been good enough, and that is the players. Ultimately, it's the players that go over the line and perform, and the performances haven't been good enough so far. And if you feel as if somebody's sort of no feeling the pressure or no feeling that they're pulling the weight, then that's the honest conversations that we've had, and we'll continue to do so to get back to what we're good at.
Some of the difficult conversations you had with teammates after performances recently, with so many heavy defeats in the Champions League so far, amongst the fans, there's maybe a bit of fear coming into this game. Where is the team psychologically coming into this game?
Well, it's another opportunity. That's a great thing with playing at this football club. When you've got games every 3 days, you need to quickly get on with it. You're excited by the game, obviously, with the stadium. It's a team that's absolutely flying domestically and in this competition. But you have to be excited. There can't be a fear. There has to be an absolute respect, which there is there. But there cannot be a fear because these players sense it. When you go up this level, this calibre of player in this team, then they sense fear. So you're not fearful from it. You respect it. You know how difficult it's going to be. And as I said, it's another opportunity, another game to get back on the right track, and that's obviously what we're hoping to do so.
Giovanni, how's the squad going into this one in terms of any fresh injury worries? Is Glenn Kamara going to be back? And you said after Saturday there's 3 or 4 players out of form. Are we likely to see changes tomorrow night?
Well, first of all, Glenn didn't make it. He's working hard to be ready, but this game comes too early, so hopefully he will be ready for the weekend. Of course, we have some players who are not eligible in Europe, so we didn't took them. And we have Robbie fit. He went off the game in the weekend, but he's fit to travel. He trained also today, so that's good news. And you have to look at the team, which team is best for tomorrow. Of course, we're in a very demanding schedule, and we have to rotate the squad because we need everyone fresh. So that's a balance you need to find, but probably tomorrow we'll see some changes. Yeah.
Giovanni, is this a night where the team needs to show real personality, real character? Is this where you find out what they're really made of?
Well, I mean, it's very important tomorrow. The character, you always have that in games, especially in moments where you come off a draw in the weekend, but also the last games in Champions League, they've been very positive in the results. Parts of games, I think we play really well, but in the end, all that matters is the results and the character. And that's very important tomorrow to get a good result. That has to be there. That's why if that's there, we have a chance to get a positive result. Also taking account, the strong opposition we're playing, but we have to be there tomorrow, go on the pitch, and don't be fearful. Just go out, play the way we can, reach the level we can reach, and then we'll see in the end of the game if we have a positive result or not.
Given the stadium we're in and who it's named after, just wondered if you could give us your memories of Diego Maradona and what he meant to you as a player growing up.
Well, he means a lot for me. I think if so many people for me. You know, I remember '86 World Cup. I was 11, so that was the first time I really saw him play like a big tournament. I was talking about the games that Napoli played with Maradona against Gullit, Rijkaard, and Van Basten at that time. I can remember watching Rayuno on Sunday afternoon, and I think I met him. I met him twice. So it's one of the moments in life when you see like your idol up close, and you know, still it's, you know, what he's meant for football. You know, it's immense. And I think when I speak about him, it's only, you know, good memories, and it's good to see this stadium where he's named at. You know, it's beautiful times here at Napoli, and you know, really nice to be in this city to you know, to watch. You know, I was here before with Feyenoord a couple of years ago, and for me, he's one of my idols from the past, and still is.
You were just saying that you hope tomorrow you can reach level. Character will be important, but how do you approach this game? You know that a point can keep you alive next week. Is it a case of just going out there attacking, trying to score goals, get a point, perhaps a victory, or given what's happened already in the Champions League, you have to keep it tight, maybe just try and keep a clean sheet, try and keep it as tight as possible, 0-0? How do you see it?
Well, it's a game you have, as I said before, the game management is very important. We're facing a team who's, you know, attacking really fast and good with quality players all over the pitch. So in these environments, you have to be, I think, defensively quite solid, but still have to find the moments to attack well. You know, if that's in transition or in build-up. But you know, if you come here and only defend for 90 minutes, it's waiting for you know, the damage to be done. You know, we have to be ready to be solid, but take our moments to be dangerous as well. And I think that's very important for tomorrow. And of course, you want to start well. You know, make sure you're still in the game in the second half to get a positive result.
Okay, Matthew, and then last question for Robert.
Giovanni, you played three centre-backs against Liverpool at Anfield. With Connor Goldson being out, do you feel you have the personnel at your disposal to be able to repeat that tactic? And how is Leon King after coming off at the weekend?
Leo King is better. I think he felt sick, as I said on Saturday at halftime. So that's why we took him off. Of course, we have you know, centre backs injured. You know, that makes it you know, for them. You know, unfortunately they cannot play. But I think we still have players in the squad to play the same system. We don't have many centre backs, but we still can play that way.
Not having that fear factor, do you have any worry at all that if the team loses an early goal, that the players could collapse? And also, when you mentioned Maradona, can you talk to us a little bit about the meeting you had with him and what that was actually like?
Well, we had, you know, first of all, coming back to your question about tomorrow. Of course, we need to, you know, start strong. I think that's very important in every game. We saw in the weekend, if you don't start strong, that you're already behind early. You definitely don't want that tomorrow. A goal can always happen, but it's, you know, to react from the goal against you. And as you said, I think in many games we collapsed, especially the away game against Ajax, home game against Liverpool, when after the last 20-25 minutes, you know, those are times you have to be very solid and make sure, you know, you're defending really well to not concede more goals. And the moment I met him was in the World Cup '98. I think we were playing Argentina. We just beat them in Marseille in the quarterfinals, and so we were waiting in the bus to go back to the hotel, and then we see a lot of people coming. You know, we knew someone, you know, was coming who was very, very important or very famous, and then Diego went into the Holland team bus, and then he congratulated everyone with the results. So it was, for me, you know, it shows his personality to congratulate us with the semi-final plays, and you know, of course, for us was a really nice moment to meet one of, you know, our biggest idols.